Dear students, today we are going to see the second problem in convolution theorem. That is, using convolution theorem, find L inverse of s by s square plus a square into s square plus b square. So here we are going to find out the inverse Laplace transform of s by s square plus a square into s square plus b square using convolution theorem. For that, let us consider the statement. The inverse form of convolution theorem is L inverse of capital F of s into capital G of s is equal to L inverse of capital F of s convolution L inverse of capital G of s. Now let us consider the given problem. L inverse of s by s square plus a square into a square plus b square. First, let us rewrite the given function as L inverse of capital F of s into capital G of s form. So that is equal to L inverse of, we are writing capital F of s as s by s square plus a square into capital G of s as 1 by s square plus b square. Now we can apply the above theorem. L inverse of capital F of s into capital G of s is L inverse of F of s convolution L inverse of G of s. So that is equal to L inverse of capital F of s, that is s by s square plus a square convolution L inverse of capital G of s, that is 1 by s square plus b square. Now we want to apply inverse Laplace transform. So this is equal to L inverse of s by s square plus a square convolution. Now in the second term we are multiplying and dividing by 1 b. So we get 1 by b L inverse of b by s square plus b square. That is equal to, now if we apply inverse Laplace transform formula, we know that L inverse of s by s square plus a square is cos at, convolution, that 1 by b is constant, you keep that constant as it is, into L inverse of b by s square plus b square is sin bt. Now we are taking that 1 by b outside, remaining term will be cos at convolution sin bt. Now this is of the form f of t convolution g of t. Now we can apply convolution of two functions definition. The convolution of two function definition is f of t convolution g of t is integral 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u du. That is, in the first function we have to replace t by u, and in the second function we have to replace t by t minus u. Let us apply this definition here. So we get 1 by b into integral 0 to t. First function is cos at, so you replace t by u. So we get cos au, and second function is sin bt, in that you replace t by t minus u. So we get sin b t minus u du. That is equal to 1 by b integral 0 to t. First we are writing the sin b t minus u term. So sin b t minus u into second term as cos au. So cos au du. Just we are writing this to apply the formula of sin a cos b. That is a very simple formula. So to apply that formula, we are keeping the sin term in the front. We know that sin a cos b is 1 by 2 into sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. So here sin a is bt minus bu, and cos b term is au. Now let us apply the above formula. So we get 1 by b integral 0 to t sin a cos b is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into sin of a plus b. So sin of, now you add a term and b term. So a is bt minus bu, and b term is plus au, plus sin of a minus b. So sin of a is bt minus bu minus b. So minus au du. That is equal to 1 by, we can take that 1 by 2 outside. So we get 1 by b into 2 will be 1 by 2b integral 0 to t sin bt. You can group minus bu term and au term. If you take u outside, remaining will be a minus b into u plus sin bt minus u. You take minus u outside, remaining will be a plus b du. Now we want to perform the integration. That is, we want to integrate sin bt plus a minus b into u and sin bt minus a plus b into u. We know that integral of sin theta is minus cos theta. So if you integrate here, if you integrate sin, we get cos bt plus a minus b into u. After that, you have to differentiate this inner term and we have to write the term in the denominator. So if you differentiate this term with respect to u, we get only a minus b. So you have to write this a minus b in the denominator. Similarly, second term is integral of sin is minus cos bt minus a plus b into u. After integrating, you want to differentiate the inner term. If you differentiate the inner term with respect to u, we get minus a plus b. So we want to write that minus a plus b in the denominator. So here we did the integration, that is equal to 1 by 2b minus cos bt plus a minus b into u, and differential of that inner term is a minus b, minus cos bt minus a plus b into u, and differential of that inner term is minus a plus b over the limit 0 to t. Okay, now the integration is over. We want to apply upper and the lower limit. That is, first you replace all u by t, that is upper limit, minus of, then you replace all u as 0 for the lower limit. So this is equal to 1 by 2b minus cos bt plus, if you replace u as t, we get a minus b into t, that is at minus bt by a minus b. This minus and minus will become plus into cos bt minus a plus b into t. So if you multiply that t inside, we get bt minus at minus bt by a plus b. So upper limit is over. This is lower limit minus, and now you apply lower limit as 0. So if you apply lower limit as 0, we get minus cos. If you replace u by 0, we get minus cos bt by a minus b, that is first term. And here if you apply 0, we get minus into minus will be plus. And if you apply 0 here, we get only cos bt by a plus b. So we have applied both upper and the lower limit. Now we want to simplify it. That is equal to 1 by 2b into minus. Here you can cancel this minus bt and plus bt. Remaining will be cos at by a minus b. So minus sign indifferent. So minus cos at by a minus b. And you see the second term. Here we can cancel plus bt and minus bt. Remaining will be cos of minus at. We know that cos of minus theta is cos theta. So we can write cos of minus at as cos at itself. So we get cos at by a plus b. And third term is minus into minus plus cos bt by a minus b. And fourth term is minus cos bt by a plus b. So that is equal to 1 by 2b. Now let us simplify it. You see the first and the second term. In first and the second term, cos at is common. So you take it out. Remaining will be, we are adding that second term in the first. So 1 by a plus b minus 1 by a minus b. And now you see the third and the fourth term. So in third and the fourth term, you take minus cos bt outside. If you take minus cos bt outside, remaining term will be 1 by a plus b minus 1 by a minus b. So here let us simplify it further. So if you see 1 by a plus b minus a minus b and 1 by a plus b minus a minus b is common. So you take it out. So if you take it out, remaining will be cos at minus cos bt. Okay, now let us simplify it. So 1 by 2b into, here we can take LCM as a plus b into a minus b. So if you take LCM, we get a plus b into a minus b as a square minus b square. Now we cross multiply it. So if you cross multiply this a minus b, we get a minus b minus, you cross multiply this a plus b here. So we get minus of a plus b as minus a minus b into cos at minus cos bt. That is equal to 1 by 2b into here plus a and minus a will get cancelled. Remaining will be minus 2b by a square minus b square of cos at minus cos bt. That is equal to minus of, we can cancel this 2b and 2b. I am writing this minus sign here. So minus of cos AT minus cos BT by a square minus b square. That is equal to, if you multiply this minus sign with the denominator term, we get cos AT minus cos BT by b square minus a square. So this is the solution for the given problem.